I want you to look into Aerith's eyes and ask yourself, who is she looking at here? In the LA scene, Aerith's line of sight is just comical. It's so funny. It appears she's not even talking to Cloud here. It's as if someone is standing behind Cloud and she's talking to that person. What is up? It's your boy MLWJRPG. In this video, I'm going to talk about an incredibly important scene between Cloud and Aerith in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. This scene, among several others, is altered based on the corresponding affinity level with a character. In this case, obviously it's Aerith. There are two particular types of affinity levels, which are HA, high affinity, and LA, low affinity. Now, I'm not going to bore you with the details on exactly what dictates the affinity level, but you can drop a comment below and we can discuss there. Anyways, the purpose of this video is to explain why the high affinity, aka HA scene, between Cloud and Aerith at the church is the scene the devs intended to present to the player. The first scene that is going to play here is the HA scene. I will pause it a few times to point out some key points during this scene.
Well, you'll have to give me a harder one next time.
Oh? Next time?
Yeah, next time.
Okay, the first key detail to pay attention to here is that Cloud turns his entire body to look directly at Aerith. From that point forward, Cloud never looks away from Aerith. Okay, that's pretty obvious, right? What isn't so obvious is that when Cloud turns, you can hear the usual sound effects you hear when Cloud takes steps, this being his armor clinks and footsteps.
At least I know now. Where you and I stand, I mean.
From an editing standpoint, it's completely logical that this conversation is flowing naturally and that Cloud is looking directly at Aerith as she prepares to confess here. The player sees a smooth transition in body language without any harsh, hard cuts or jump cuts.
Thing is, Cloud, I really like you. But then, like can mean a lot of different things, can't it? 'Cause there's liking, and then there's liking.
As I mentioned earlier, there is no obvious hard cuts, jump cuts, or match cuts that are used during the HA scene. The cinematography here is done exceptionally well. Now I'll let the low affinity, aka LA scene, play out. Again, I will pause a few times so I can highlight differences with the LA scene compared to the HA scene.
Well, you'll have to give me a harder one next time.
Oh? Next time?
I mean, why not?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay, real quick, at this point in the HA scene, Cloud turns his body to look at Aerith and says, yeah, next time. Here in the LA scene, he doesn't move and remains standing looking forward. That said, I want you to look into Aerith's eyes and ask yourself, who is she looking at here? In the LA scene, Aerith's line of sight is just comical. It's so funny. It appears she's not even talking to Cloud here. It's as if someone is standing behind Cloud and she's talking to that person. Well, I can easily explain this to you. It's because Aerith here is from the HA scene. Cloud would have turned and looked at her already, which of course means Aerith would then be looking at Cloud, not staring off into space.
At least I know now. Where you and I stand, I mean.
I'm sorry, I laugh every time I see this because I know exactly what they did here as a video editor myself. Remember, in the HA scene, it was clearly shown when Cloud turned his entire body to look at Aerith. And don't forget about the sound effects that you always hear when Cloud moves around. Okay, where were those sound effects in the LA scene? Why did we not see Cloud turn his entire body in the LA scene? Well, it's because the LA scene ended at the point when Aerith said here, yeah, why not? From that point onward, the HA scene was used, and it's incredibly obvious when looking at the editing here. The harsh cut into Cloud somehow magically having his body immediately turned and looking at Aerith. There's no sound effects with Cloud moving. The cinematography in the LA scene doesn't make any sense. It's actually lazy editing. I've done it myself on several occasions, and many editors do it all the time. Most viewers can easily miss these details. Okay, let's let the rest of the LA scene, I mean HA scene play out.
Thing is, Cloud, I really like you. But then, like can mean a lot of different things, can't it? Because there's liking, and then there's liking.
The presentation of the LA scene was merely an afterthought compared to the carefully crafted HA scene. The HA scene here at the church between Cloud and Aerith is the intended scene that the devs wanted to present to the player. Since you've watched the video up to this point, it's obvious you enjoyed it. So do yourself a favor now, make sure you hit that subscribe button to make sure you don't miss any upcoming videos that will be very similar to this one.